Hey everyone, this is Tony.
This is Sean, episode 31 or 31?
Yeah, it
31.
actually the last
31.
one flipped it, so the video
Oh, did
it
it?
flipped the
Yeah, I
video.
don't know.
Yeah,
So it's either that 31
yeah,
or that 31.
yeah.
So 31,
So
episode 31, and great to be here. How's your week been?
good.
I had a very interesting week. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but I learned that I'm not 20 years old anymore, and that I, in
You're
fact,
not?
I'm definitely a Gen Xer. I am definitely in my mid 50s, and yeah, so it's been an interesting week. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But first, I want to talk about. So you were a pharmacist for a while, right?
I was not a pharmacist. I was a
What
pharmacy
did
technician.
a pharmacy?
Pharmacy
Okay, well, I mean,
technician. Yes.
nobody's
But
technically, or I got you.
yeah,
All
the
right.
technicians are the
So
ones that actually fill the prescriptions. Just so you know.
so okay. So you're not actually allowed to touch the pills.
Oh no. The pharmacy technicians are the ones that actually fill the prescriptions.
Okay.
The
So they're
the
responsible for.
pharmacist checks it to make sure it's correct. That's all they do.
Oh, verification.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Got it. Okay.
And
So
they
you're a
make any
pharmacy
compound stuff, like anything that had to be like creams have to be mixed or something. They do all the compound stuff,
mortar
which isn't
and
often.
pestle
Yeah, it's not often that happens.
mashing stuff. Like I'm an Indian in
Yeah,
1400s. Yeah.
yeah, they don't do that much.
We did that in high school. They were learning about the Indians, the Iroquois and Algonquins, and they like, oh yeah, get this mortar and this
Oh
pestle and
no,
just
they did.
in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, the pharmacists don't do that much anymore.
Oh, they don't do that.
I mean, they do, but not much.
So you're
Most stuff's in a
saying
pill form or already made.
so you're saying we've advanced medically as a society over the last 500 years?
Well, yeah,
Maybe just a little.
just a little.
I'm just playing with you. So, as a pharmacy technician, and I mean, I know you can't prescribe drugs for people, but what would you prescribe to me to make me eat a human leg? What would I have to be high on?
Oh God, peyote? No, no.
I like where you're
We're
going.
kidding. Oh God, I don't know. Bath salts?
So the jury's still out on this, but on March 22nd in California, what was the town? The trials in held in Bakersfield, but there was a plane crash in Wasco, California, on March 22nd. So, and there was this crew who's out laying concrete outside of the train station. They see this guy walking around, and he's waving this big long thing. He's just like waving it around, and the crew
Don't
figures
tell me.
out it's a human leg.
No.
It-
What in the actual hell?
they said, "quote I'm not sure from where, but he walked this way, and he was waving a person's leg, and he started chewing on it over there. He was biting it, and he was hitting it against the wall and everything."
The hell?
So So the guy was found and arrested without incident on multiple outstanding warrants, and for taking evidence from the scene of an accident. So he got in trouble for that too. But he has another trial coming up uh, that where he's due to appear in court. Can you guess what the charges are?
Murder?
No,
No.
armed with intent. No, I'm just kidding. It's not armed with intent.
I'm like,
Carrying a leg
intent
around.
to what?
Armed with intent, carrying a leg around. Bad dad joke.
Okay.
Sorry. No, it's actually
Okay.
drugs. The real one is that he's being arraigned for
So,
drugs. Shocking.
let me ask you something.
What?
Where did you find that story? And
I have
how did you come across that story?
there's some interesting nooks and crannies on the internet doing research for the show.
Okay.
So it was one of those places, which
Okay.
which shall not be named. Um, so I want to ask you if you're familiar changing to alcohol. So, have you heard of the Taconic Distillery?
No.
All right. So, of course, you're familiar with the Taconic Parkway, which is a highway
Yes.
that runs kind of to New York City and upstate New York. But Taconic Distillery is located in that general area. But they're
Yeah.
celebrating 10 years in business. They're in Dutchess County, New York. And
Okay. Do you know where? Because I'm like a mile and a half from the Taconic. Where I
yeah, I
am, I
can
know.
find it. Hold on. So, Taconic Distillery. So their core product is bourbon, but they also produce whiskey, rum, and gin. And of course, they're selling coffee beans in
Really?
conjunction with another coffee and tea place from Pine Plains, bourbon maple syrup in conjunction with Catskills Mountain Sugar House.
Hmm.
They have a signature foxhound logo that people might be familiar with, but apparently they're celebrating their 10-year anniversary. They distill 4,000 pounds of corn a day, which, of course, corn is 51% at least of bourbon. So
Mm-hmm.
you go through a lot of corn as a distiller. All the grains they use are New York State grains. If they don't grow it on the property, which is the reason why they got in the business to begin with, is because they had a large piece of property and wanted to do something with it. Animals took too much time. They looked at that, so they're like, "Hey, let's grow stuff on it." And corn it was. So they grow corn on their property, or they get it from farms up in Red Hook or Northview. The mash and leftover grains are used to feed 200 beef cows a day. So tell me those aren't the best fed cows out there.
Wow.
So
So,
pretty cool.
and I'm not that far from the Taconic, so it's got to be. If it's
Let
in
me
Dutchess
see.
County, it's got to be pretty
Taconic
close.
Distillery. Taconic Distillery. Stanfordville, New York.
Stanfordville. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of far.
Is it?
Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look and see how far it is. If
I'm
I can.
already on Google Maps, by the way. So
Yeah, but
from
that's gonna
Newburgh,
be bringing it.
it's 45 minutes from Newburgh on the Taconic State Parkway.
Okay.
It's literally
So
on
for
the
me,
Taconic. Yes.
oh,
For
it's
you, it's going to
17
be what?
minutes for me. It's 17 minutes for me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there you go. There's a day trip for you.
Yeah, right.
I expect to see some Snapchats.
Yeah, I'm not really good at Snapchat. I don't know. I'm sure you've noticed.
Something. I'll send you some money out. Send me a bottle of bourbon. I'll pay for the bourbon and the shipping.
I wonder if they do tasting.
Well, that'd be good.
Some places do.
So Taconic Distillery. Congratulations on 10 years of business. Good stuff. All right, so Cinco de Mayo's coming up. That's not too far
Yes,
away. We
it's
record
on
this
Sunday.
obviously. Yeah, it'll be when after. Well, easy for me to say. This episode will be released after Cinco de Mayo is over.
It
That's what
might
I'm
be.
trying to say
It
that.
might be.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it probably will be because I have a paint class tomorrow and I'm working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Oh, I want to talk
it's
about paint classes. I
okay.
want to talk about how much fun they are.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Do you do you know of any good Cinco de Mayo stories? I know this is a hell of a time to just spring this on you, and sorry for putting you on the spot. Do you remember any good Cinco de Mayo stuff? Because it always seems to be it's like New Year's Eve Part Two for rookie drinkers who just go
Yeah.
out
Oh,
and
you mean amateur night?
yeah, amateur night. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo
So
Part Two.
our bar doesn't really. No, no.
Not a lot
We're
of
a
Cinco
dive
de Mayo
bar.
celebrations.
No,
Yeah.
because there's so many Mexican restaurants and everybody goes there.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
they go there. It's
All
more
right.
fun there.
Well, if anybody's got any good Cinco de Mayo stories, please write into the show, tales of a small town bartender at gmail.com. So
Sure.
send us your good, or maybe shoot us an email or shoot us a message on Facebook, and maybe we'll have you on. You can tell it yourself. You could put
Yeah,
your face in this box right here, and then
that would be cool. That'd be
talk to our
cool.
crowd, talk to our audience.
If we
So
have it up as video. The first one is
yeah,
only up as audio, so I was going to maybe put it up for a private for invite only for people to watch. We'll see.
okay,
We'll see. We'll see.
outstanding. So to segue from Cinco de Mayo, I understand you guys installed a pool at your bar.
No, that's funny.
So the reason why I said that is because you sent me a message that said,
Yes, I
I
know.
have a pool story. Shooting pool, not swimming pool. And I
I
was
said billiards. I said billiards just to
really,
make it clear.
so
Billiards.
obviously they installed a pool at the bar and she didn't want to tell me. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh yeah. Could you
you had
imagine?
an
Could you imagine?
that'd be amazing. Did you have an APA tournament there recently? Is that what it is? An
Last night.
APA they call it? Last
Yes.
night you had one?
Yes.
Tell me
How
what's
did
your
you know about
story? Tell me.
APA? Have you played
I've
APA?
I've hung out in a few bars in my days, but no, I've never played APA. They
No.
attract a kind of a just a kind of a different breed of animal that's
Watch it.
not it's not my jam. It's not
I
my jam.
am on
I,
it. I am on APA.
I can throw darts, but I can't shoot
Oh.
pool. And mostly it's not my
Oh.
jam just because I can't fucking do it. And
Oh,
I
I
can
shoot
throw
pool.
darts up.
I've been
So
shooting on APA since 2002.
ooh, been a day.
Yes. Yes, it's been a day. So,
It's like the year after you graduated high school.
oh, thanks. People might actually think that. No, but anyway, we had a tournament last night at the
Yeah.
bar, and this guy came in. He came in last week. First time I met him was last week. We had a tournament last Tuesday and this Tuesday, and this guy moved to the Poughkeepsie area from, I believe, like Middletown or somewhere over there, or maybe he works in Middletown. I don't know.
Hold on.
Anyway,
Anytime you start a story with this guy came in, I'm
this
like
guy
immediately
came
like,
in.
oh god, no what? No what? I have PTSD.
They all start like that. They
They
all start like that.
this
Unless
guy
it's a
came
girl.
in and just painted the bar with blood. It was horrible.
Oh
What?
God.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, remind me, I have to tell you about Ghostwatch too.
Oh, oh.
But let me tell this story first.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the guy comes in. So you're not familiar with the APA tournaments, I'm sure. There's 8 players, and it's a singles tournament. It's single elimination. It gets down to one winner, and that winner goes to the regionals, and the winner in the regionals goes to Vegas. So we have the 8 players. Yeah, they can come visit you. We have the
Yeah.
8 players, and the players are rated anywhere from 2 to 7. 2 is the lowest, and 7 is the highest. So this guy's a 6 that comes in. First time I meet him, he's really cocky.
Hold on a second.
Really,
What rating are you?
I'm a 3.
Okay. Because
I was a 4. I was a 4
know,
for years. Right now, I'm currently a 3.
that's good though. I mean they only think 2 is the lowest because they haven't seen me play. Because then they would be like, yeah, we made 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. 1 doesn't it
Yeah.
does now. 1 exists now. Anyway.
Oh, it does.
Oh yeah, for me, if I joined the APA, I'd be a 1, guaranteed.
Well,
So
this guy is
6,
super cocky.
super cocky.
And nobody likes people like that.
No.
Like, he thinks he's better than everybody in the bar. So the first week he plays a female who is a 4, and she beat him. So I said it's single elimination, so he's out. So now he signs up for the next week. So he's there last night.
I'll show them.
Yeah. So my tattoo artist, the guy that did my tattoos, was playing, and he wanted to play him the week before, but the other guy lost, so he didn't play him. And he ended up losing in the finals. So they played in the finals. They both won 2 matches. They both got to the finals, and my tattoo artist beat him 4-0.
That's gotta hurt.
So bad, and he was so mad. Oh, he was so mad.
What level is your tattoo artist? I'm stuck on this. I'm sorry.
He was a 6 also, but now he's down to a
Oh,
5 because he had like a bad session, so he went down. He lost a bunch, so he went down a rating. So the ratings mean if you're a 6 and you're playing a 5, you have to win 5 to their 4. So it's like a
I
handicap,
got
you
it.
know.
I got it. Yeah.
So he only had to win 4, where the other guy would have had to win 5. But he didn't even give him a chance. He just won the
He
first
just
4.
whipped his
Done.
ass 4 in a row.
Yeah,
Boom. Bye. See ya.
bad,
And he was
bad. He
pissed,
left
huh?
him with his balls on the table, and oh yeah,
I
he was.
love it.
And then he's like yelling, "He's not a 5. There's no way he's a 5. He's gonna be a 6 next week. I'm gonna see to that." Like I'm like, what the hell? Just
Like,
take your
gonna lose to him
loss
next
and
week too.
chill. Next,
I'll make
so
him a
this is
6
the
if I
thing.
have to lose to him 8 times.
This is the thing. So we're in between sessions. That's why I did the tournaments. So next Tuesday is regular league play. It's our first week of regular league play, and he, the new guy, started a team out of my bar, and he's might be playing against my team, which my tattoo artist is on that team.
On your
So we
team or
might
his
actually
team?
On my team.
Oh,
My
oh,
tattoo
good.
artist is on my team.
Oh, a
Yeah, so
showdown.
we might be playing that team next Tuesday. We'll see. We're either playing that team or the other team that's out of my bar. So
Maybe that
we'll
guy will
see.
be a 5 by the time he gets to that week.
Well, here's the thing. He said that he's been to Vegas so many times that they won't put him down because he's played in Vegas as a 6 so many times that they won't put him down to a 5. So yeah, he had to,
Oh,
you
okay,
know, brag about
whatever.
that. Yeah, yeah.
99% of the time when somebody says that, they're fucking lying.
Oh,
Period.
and he was showing us pictures of his trophies too.
Oh,
He's
good.
one of those.
Oh, the fact that he carries around pictures of his trophies tells you everything he needs to do.
On his
This,
phone, yes. He was showing
yeah,
me pictures on his phone.
this qualifies for the people that say I'm a good parent. If they have to remind you that they're a good parent, you're not a
Yes,
good
they're not
parent.
a good parent.
Period. That's
Exactly.
this guy. Look, I'm a good pool
Exactly.
player. You're not a good pool player. Stop it. Just stop. Gosh.
So when you said sprayed blood all over the room, you made me think about last night, and
Uh-huh.
not that, but
So it
when I
ended
got home
poorly.
last night.
Oh,
No. When I
oh,
got
oh
home
yeah, the
last night,
ghost watch.
1 a.m. I get home at 1 a.m. So I immediately walk in and I went to the bathroom. And as I'm did I lose you? Oh, there you are.
No,
You
I'm
went away
here.
for a second.
I got
when
Vegas
I
internet. It's awesome.
oh when I walked to the bathroom, my bedroom door is right on the left there, and
Mm-hmm.
my door was open, and I could see my husband was in bed. I could see him sleeping in bed, and I could see my TV was on screensaver because I have like a photo screensaver on there. So he
Mm-hmm.
must have been watching TV, and then it timed out, and it went to the screensaver. And I went to the bathroom, and I came out, and as soon as I come out of the bathroom, the TV came on, and the volume was up really, really loud. And I like ran in my room. The remote was laying in the middle of the bed there. He didn't move. He didn't like roll over on it or anything. And my cat was out in the other room. She wasn't even in there. So I picked up the remote and I turned it down. And I was going to wake him up
Mm-hmm.
because there was blood on my bathroom floor when I went in the bathroom. There was blood on my bathroom floor. And I'm like,
Okay.
something's kind of weird here. It wasn't like drops. It looked like maybe somebody stepped in it, like or somebody cut their foot. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
So I didn't wake him up, and I was like, "This is kind of weird," and I was kind of freaked out because the TV going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just standing in my room, like looking at him, like, "Should I wake him up?" And I was like, "No." So I come out, and he woke up. He woke up by himself. So he comes out, and I'm like, "There's blood in the bathroom floor," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" So he goes in and looks, and he's like, I don't know what it is." He's like, "Are you sure it's blood?" And I'm like, "Looks like blood. I mean, what else could it be? You know, what's gonna be?" No, I
Ooh,
didn't
A
taste it.
negative.
That would be freaky too. And then I told him about the TV, you know, and he's like, he doesn't believe in that stuff, you know, but I was like, well, I'm just gonna sit out in the living room for a little bit. And he's like, oh sure, leave me in there alone.
Oh, he doesn't believe in it though.
Well, that's that one time when the door slammed shut. He believed that night, you know.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
So yeah, when all this weird stuff was going on, then I told my son about the blood on the floor, and he said, I don't know. He's like, I don't know where it came from.
Probably Kool-Aid, Ma.
No, we don't have Kool-Aid.
Just
It's
kidding.
just weird.
All right, so yeah, that's definitely weird, and I don't know what to make of that. It's hard to, without being there and being able to investigate. It's hard to
Yeah.
determine what that could have been,
Oh
but
yeah.
definitely on
It's
the
weird that
unexplained.
and the light. This is the light right here on top of me. Has
Yeah,
not done it again since those maintenance guys came in, and they didn't even touch it. They
they
just
just
stood
looked
in
at
the
it.
room. They just
That's
stood in the
what.
room, and I turned it on, and it came on normal, and it never flickered or nothing. But
So,
before that, it was going off every day, multiple times a day.
so what we call, I work in IT, and a user will sometimes have a problem and will visit their desk, and as soon as you walk up to their desk, the problem disappears. We call that
Oh,
you're taking a piece of my karma. And I mean,
oh,
you're welcome to have it. It fixes your issue. But there you go. Consider yourself. You have some of my karma. You stole the maintenance man's karma, so now your
I
light
guess
is
I
fine.
did. I
Yeah,
guess
it's
so.
fine. Your
And now
light is okay.
My TV's going on and off by itself.
Now you need the maintenance
Okay.
man back. You got to borrow some more karma. This is how it
Yeah.
works.
See, but the maintenance guy doesn't cover the TVs. So
Well, well, fool them. Just
yeah,
go
right.
stand by it. Just go stand by it. So first of all, I want to say, kind of shifting gears. I want to say that I have a newfound respect for the painting thing that you do. You're an artist, and you have been ever since I've known you for many decades now, and you the tattoo thing, and now you support your family as a part of a budget by every weekend you're doing multiple paint classes a week, and you have to spend hours upon hours on sketching out
Yeah.
canvases and then
Yeah.
getting them ready and then talking people who have no clue what the hell they're doing in most cases into having something they're somewhat proud of to be able to hold up at the end of the night and have a smile on their face that's not just
Yep.
I'm completely shit hammered drunk on wine. I'm actually happy and proud of what I did. So there's a
Yep.
so hats off to you first of all, and I gained a new appreciation for that earlier this week. There's a challenge going around on, I think it started on TikTok, quickly made it into the other socials, but it's called the Couples Paint Challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get kits on Amazon for like $30, $20 that has everything in it. It has the easels. It has the little container of the small tubes of paint, all the rainbow of colors. Has uh, the canvases and little mixing bowls, little 6x mixing pots, so you can mix it up and then create your own colors like red and blue make green, blah blah blah, right? That kind of stuff. So if you're short a color, you can mix it up. So then the idea is you sit across from your spouse with your easel up in front of you like this, and then you look at your
Mm-hmm.
spouse, and then people just paint. But from you, I got this secret, and I led on to it earlier. You sketch it out first,
Yes.
and then yeah, you sketch it out first, and then you go back and then you can paint over it like I would do at your class. So my wife and I
Mm-hmm.
both sat down, and you got to keep the results hidden from your partner for the whole thing, but you're drawing your partner essentially, right, and painting your partner. Then we went through the whole thing, and it was a lot of fun. We had like old '80s music playing. We had some snacks out on the table, and we go
Mm-hmm.
through, and I get the drawing done, and I'm going to just show. So I'm just gonna show a picture of This is me. This is my wife halfway through my process right here. Oh, do me some
Nope, nope.
justice, will
Can't
you?
see.
No.
Can't see it. Nope.
Ah, darn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, she looks like a burn
You
victim.
probably you probably have to hold it right up to the camera. You know.
Yeah, I don't.
She looks like a
What?
broom. Oh, back a little farther.
Oh,
No.
shut up!
Is that what happened?
Shut up! Yeah.
No. Oh, wait. Yep, yep, yep. I see eyes. Oh, wow.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So that was
There
before it
we
was done.
go.
That was the ugly stage of the painting. I see.
Yeah.
We go through the steps. And I say this is the ugly stage of the painting. It gets better.
So, turns out the painting was all ugly stage.
No.
Don't know. Oh, no, it was. So, but you go through it, and it's a lot of fun because you try to capture all the little nuances like lips
Mhm,
and hair coloring, right? If you have like some highlights or eyebrows and things like that, and
mhm.
it's I learned so much from it, but it didn't show on the canvas. Like I wasn't. How do you show like the nose? What makes the nose and not just a
Shadow.
flat? Yeah, shadow.
Shadow.
I
Shadow.
couldn't shadow. I couldn't shadow a third grader. It was awful. So
That's
anyway,
funny.
the big sh- the big shot is at the end where you record and then you hand your thing over to your spouse
Oh,
and then she looks
so
at
it's a
it.
blind reaction.
Right, blind reaction. And then she does it to you, blind reaction to you, and then you hold them up next to each other. So it's so much fun. We got so many laughs out of this. I strongly encourage everybody in a relationship to do this. It takes about an hour. You can go longer if you want, of course, but
I was
it didn't
thinking
take
about
that much
doing a
time.
class, like a couples class like that,
Oh
and
my
have
God, the
everybody.
couples paint challenge
Yes, if they
class.
send me if they send me a picture, I can sketch the canvases out for them ahead of time, and then they'll
Right?
already have the canvas ready to go, and then they can sit across from the person. I think it
That's
would be funny.
That's a level of talent I will not understand. I never will
that's
understand that level of talent.
that's harder to do than what I do though, because I go step by step. I paint each step, and then I show them how to do each step. I show them how to mix the
Oh,
colors. I show them how to do it. So something like that, where everybody's painting different, I wouldn't
you're
be able to
freestyling.
show. Yes, you're freestyling.
Yeah,
See, this is.
freestyling.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
I
the
got
one.
it. Yep.
I'm stenciling that tonight. I have to do 14 of those for tomorrow night's class.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's awesome. I don't think this is complete without me showing the finished product. If I can figure out how to do that. Um, hold on. Let me. Gosh darn my phone, of course. All right, way to go, Gen Xer. All right, let's try to do this. Here we go.
Yeah.
And my wife did me. And
Yeah.
that's my wife.
That's cool. That's so cool.
she she looked at it and she says, "Oh," and she looks at it and goes, "Oh, I look like an angry Muppet."
I love the Muppets.
And she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. I mean, she nailed it. But I will say a new found respect for what you do as your bread and butter. But mostly a shout out to couples everywhere. I think you could do a lot of you could have a lot of fun with that. Uh, if you and your significant other want to take part in the challenge, it's only just a few bucks on Amazon and a little bit of your time and a great bonding experience. So I highly recommend that. So much fun. And the best part is, the worse of an artist you are, the more fun it is.
Mm, yeah, right. My husband would never do it.
No, why not?
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. I know he wouldn't. First of all, he would feel intimidated because I am a painter.
Oh,
So I
that's
mean,
true.
So I mean, there's that. So he just he wouldn't do it. He's not very artistic like that. He's artistic in his own art. He does hardwood floors for a living. He refinishes hardwood floors.
Ooh.
So he has his own art.
So yeah, I wouldn't be like, hey, let's do the hardwood floor challenge.
Yeah, yeah, I would not be able to do that.
so, so I don't imagine he's too excited about
Yeah,
doing the
no.
couple painter challenge with a wife who's a painter.
Yeah. No.
You're right, that wouldn't be much fun. But everybody else, get on it. So I told you I learned I wasn't 20 years old anymore, or
Yes.
15. Yeah,
Oh,
from
15
this.
now.
Yeah, so 15, 20. So have you ever heard of a Suron?
No.
Suron is essentially it's an electric bike. It kind of looks like a skinny dirt bike with an electric
Oh,
motor. And
okay.
man, if you get the right one, they can really haul ass. And
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing about them is that there's no sound. It's just
Oh, yeah.
all you. Yeah, it rides like a motorcycle. So you twist the throttle and it goes. But when you twist the throttle, it just goes. There's no waiting. There's no sound. There's no like ramp up like with a gas motor. You can hear it go nothing. It's just like a shot. So a friend of mine has a few Surons, and he's been trying to get me to come over for weeks. And he's like, Sean, come on over. Sean, come on over. Ride Surrounds with me. Ride Surrounds with me. So finally, last weekend, I buckled and I went over, and and so he set a bike up specifically for me because I'm a little bit taller, so I need some leg room and things. And then we drove around the block, and he showed me some simple stuff like emergency braking and turning to the left, turning to the right, figure eights, all the basic maneuvers you would learn on a motorcycle. Never been much of a motorcyclist, haven't rode in a long time. So it was great. And then we went out and he's like showing me to go up hills. And I mean like hills. Like,
Hmm.
I
Mountains.
mean, yeah, well, not quite, but probably it started at like 25 yards and then it was like 200 yards. And then we were going to go up the super big one. It was probably 300 yards. And that's where the accident happened.
That was the scene of the accident.
that's where the accident happened.
Okay.
So, so this is my first time on these things, right? And like I said, they're electric bikes. And then the minute you twist that handle, that bike is gone. So if you get absent-minded for even a little bit of time, you can quickly get into trouble riding these things, as I quickly found out. So I'm there, and he's like, "This guy is such a great teacher. I mean, he's so good. If every teacher was like this, you would go light years beyond your level right now. He's so good. So he was so patient and very explains everything, probably like you would painting. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, follow my line. We're gonna go up the hill, go up straight. Uh, don't let off the gas until you get to the top of the hill. All the stuff that you need to know. And once again, I got a little absent-minded, and I had what they called a high wrist on the handlebar. So instead
Okay.
of that, I was sitting like this. So when I sat down on the bike, my wrist went like that. My wrist went like that, which means the throttle went woo, right? So
Oh.
so the bike goes out from underneath me, and as the bike's
Oh.
going out from underneath me, my hand keeps turning, so it's going
Oh
faster.
God.
Yeah,
Oh God.
and so I won't let go of the bike because I'm big and stupid.
So it's
The bike
dragging
goes,
you?
oh yeah, yeah. It went flying up in the air and it dragged me along and then came down on the ground on its side and then I landed on top of it. Fortunately I had knee pads, helmets, I had jeans on and boots, so all was not lost. But I did land on my nose.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even
I
see that
got
until you took your
I got
glasses off.
Thankfully, my nose was all swollen. It went
Oh wow.
down Monday? I think Monday afternoon it was gone. But I thought I broke my nose. I thought I was gonna have a bloody nose. I was like, oh god,
Oh
you get
yeah.
that feeling, like that feeling where you think there's something in there, but it wasn't blood.
Yeah.
But then I got cuts on my right leg. I got some cuts on my elbow here, and I got a little bit of concussion. I couldn't even look at the TV screen for a while, but I was able
Oh
to get up
no.
and finish the ride and then get back, no problem. Had a lot of fun. What a great afternoon! Had a great
Wow.
got a great Vegas tan, but yeah, Surons are amazing, and they're a load of fun, so much fun. But man, you have got to be 100% focused at all
Oh
times
yeah.
when you're riding those things.
Wow.
I found out what could
So
happen, and I know it found out.
yeah, your glasses had that very well.
Thank you. That's what caused it. It was like,
Yeah, I'm
sheesh.
sure. Yeah. Did you break your glasses?
I
Did they
did not
break?
know.
Oh,
I was wearing my sunglasses and they had a nose piece, and the nose piece bent like all the way over to here, but
oh
I was
wow.
able to bend it back. It was fun. Oh gosh.
Well, at least you didn't have to get stitches or have a hospital stay or anything.
Fortunately,
Could have been
didn't get
worse.
that far. Yeah, so yeah, you ready to do the random state?
Yes, I was just gonna. I'm looking up my list right now. Okay, I
We've
got
only got a
it.
few state left. We might end up having to list them out and work ourselves backwards. So the idea
Yeah,
is
we
we
got
pick
them.
a
We
random
still
state.
got them.
Okay. The idea is we pick a random state and we talk about everything we know about it. So it depends on how good our experience or the marketing department for this state tourism board is, and then decide if we want to move there or if we want to live in New York. So the random state, Vermont.
Vermont, we did already.
Okay. See, it's New Hampshire and Vermont, and I always screw them up. And I think I
New
said that.
Hampshire, we also did too. Yes,
Okay.
we
All
did
right.
them
So
both.
they're both North Carolina.
North Carolina, we did it. Well, no, that's North Dakota. Nope, we did South Carolina. We did not do North Carolina. There we go.
Okay. North Carolina. So North Carolina, where New York likes to go on vacation, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I,
the Outer Banks.
we went to Carolina Beach last time we went down there.
So everybody I know, it really just became a thing that I became aware of over the last 20 years or so. Was the Outer Banks became like this humongous tourist destination. Like everybody
Yes.
had to go. Like
Have you been there?
never been in the Outer Banks. Been through North Carolina
Me
on
neither.
995, but that was about it. But I've heard
Okay.
good things. Seen cool
So
pictures.
my son that is overseas currently was stationed in North Carolina before he went there. And do you
Mm.
know the name? Did I ever tell you the name of the Air Force base he was at?
No, and I can't think of what it would be. What is it? Seymour?
Seymour Johnson.
Seymour Johnson. Yeah.
Why? Why would they name an Air Force base that?
He was a fine, upstanding man who had his
Okay.
proclivities. He just had a certain thing. Yes, he did.
So we
Mm.
drove through the town. So this is funny. He was deployed to Jordan when we
Mhm.
went on vacation, and we drove right through the town. He was in Goldsboro. We drove right through Goldsboro to go to Carolina Beach, and he was in Jordan, so we couldn't even stop and see him. That made me mad. I was mad.
Unfortunate.
I know.
You have any good experiences in North Carolina?
Well, when we went on vacation, it was very nice. My husband's friend, his best friend from school, lives down there. He rented a beach house right on the beach, and we stayed there for a week with them, and it was amazing. I love the Airbnbs and the VBRO or VRBO or whatever it's
Verbo,
called.
yeah, Verbo.
Verbo, yeah.
Verbos, yeah.
I love those places.
So I done that a
I
few
love
times, and it's
them.
wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful, wonderful.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, not much experience with me in North Carolina. Just basically going up and down the I-95 to get back and forth to Florida, all through my youth, and then back and forth to boot camp once. That was cool. Not other
Nah.
than that. Other than that,
Nah.
food.
How long was your boot camp?
14 turned out to be. It's supposed to be 13 weeks, but it turned out to be 14.
Oof, that's a long one.
Yeah, it was because it fell over Christmas and New Year's, so we
That's my
didn't get
son
out
did too.
until we didn't get out
My
until after
son did that
January.
too. That's
So
like the
yeah,
worst time to go to boot camp.
it was. I had my 18th birthday in boot camp, and I still to this day don't know what day it was. So
Oh,
happy 18th, whatever.
uh,
No
wow.
calendars, no watches. Of course, we didn't have cell
Right.
phones, but yeah,
Wow.
pretty weird. So, North Carolina, good food, lots of beaches. Uh, I guess I could stomach living there as long as it
I
was on
probably
the.
could.
Yeah, I could stomach living on the east side of it. I don't know if I'd go west.
My my mom lives there. She lives in
So,
Gastonia.
oh, okay. Well, I'll go. Yes to North Carolina. North Carolina, yes. East side only though. Footnote.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably move there.
All right, so weird alcohol laws in North Carolina. People can get DWI by driving under the influence on a horse.
Okay.
So I think people would be surprised in how many states that is actually possible.
I'm pretty sure probably almost all of them.
Yeah, I would say. Uh, I know in Iowa there was a guy who got arrested for DUI riding a lawnmower
Here too.
in his own yard, mowing his grass.
Yeah, here too. That happened here too. Another guy.
DUI mowing your own grass in your own yard.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but he must have fell off or something while the cop was driving by.
Gosh, Jesus, man. I don't even know the story behind it, but it's just so intriguing. So, at the age of 18, adults can become bartenders in North Carolina. However, they
Here
may not
too.
buy any alcohol until they're 21. New York
Yeah, here
also?
too.
See,
Yes.
another one of those.
Yep.
Happy hours are illegal because
Yeah, same here.
discounting alcohol prices is illegal. That's why.
Yes, same here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's illegal to serve alcohol at bingo games.
We are not allowed to have bingo at the bar because we have alcohol. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, man. No wonder why everybody from New York goes there.
Yeah, right. It's the same. It's the same state. It's just warmer.
So apparently there was an article about how it's easier in North Carolina to buy a shotgun than a keg of beer for an 18-year-old.
Oh wow.
New York, North Carolina has very strict alcohol laws. So
An
yeah, there
18-year-old
you
cannot get a keg of beer. There's no way.
go.
You can't be 18 to get a keg of beer. You can't do it.
That's what it said.
Yeah,
I don't know. So anyway, that's it. That's
that's it.
episode 31. That's all I got. But if you have a Cinco de Mayo story, maybe even something that happened this year, shoot us an email, talesofasmalltownbartender@gmail.com. There's always talesofasmalltownbartender.com is our website. Buymeacoffee.com/toastb. Tales of a Small Town Bartender, TOASTB, toastb. Buymeacoffee.com/toastb to put some gas in the show's tank. At Toast Bartender on YouTube, we got our episodes are up there. Thanks, Tony.
They are.
Yeah,
And
and I
maybe this
think
one will be up there in video. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
it'd
see
be
how I can edit it.
outstanding. So,
This
all
is a
right.
this is a this one's a brand new process, so we'll see.
We are growing. Keep up.
Yep.
So, all right. So then we close it out, I guess, with the quote. And this one's from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh man, I blew it. I was going to do it in his accent, see if you could guess, because I'm so bad at doing accents. I'll do the accent anyway. Milk is for babies. When you grow up, you have to drink beer. That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was
I am
good.
the worst.
That made it funny. That was good.
Milk. When you grow up, you have to drink beer. Milk is for babies. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyway, that's all for me. Thank you. I'm Sean.
Tony. Be good to each other.